Hi everybody, Jessie here from jessiebanks.com, and today I have a first impression review-ish type video for you all. I have unwrapped these. I have not used them yet. I'm going to swatch them with you and everything. So I picked up 7 of the Clean Color Real Brush pens recently at a local art supply store. Well, not local to me, but it's in Saskatoon. So I picked up turquoise green. Sorry about the shadows. I have to get another light for down here, and I just haven't been able to do it yet. Dark pink. Pink. Sugared almond pink. Not sure why I grabbed 3 pinks, but I did. Light green. Cobalt blue. And lemon yellow. Come on. So I'm going to swatch them out to start. I have a little bit of water that I sprayed off to the side here. You guys can't see it, but that's alright. And I got this brush, which is a water brush, but it's clogged and I can't get the water to come through it anymore, so I just dip it. So we're going to put on some of the lemon yellow. I'm going to zoom. Oh no, that's alright. Pick up some water and blend it out on the... This is Arches 140 pound cold press watercolor paper. This is the cobalt blue. I really like how bright and vivid these colors are so far. Light green. They're a little different to color with because they do have an actual brush tip on them. I mean, everybody's seen quite a bit about these. I've just never played with them before yet. This one is teal. This one is dark pink. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is a very, very pretty color. Oh, I like that. I like that one a lot. This one is just called pink. And again, a very nice color, which is odd because I'm usually not like a real pink-esque person. But these are just so bright. And then this one is, what is it? Oh, sugared almond pink, which is just a lot lighter. Very nice. Okay, so those are the colors we have to work with. I have, this is, again, Arches Cold Press 140 pound watercolor paper. This is a stamp from Power Poppy. It is called Azalea. The link to the stamp set and Power Poppy will be in the description box below. Come out. Okay, a clear acrylic block. This is my EK Success powder tool. It's for embossing so that the embossing powder does not stick all over the place and only goes where you want it to go. So we got that. I have my Versamark pad here. I do need a piece of scratch paper. I did not grab that before I started. We'll use this. It's just a brown paper bag. So I'm going to ink up that stamp, with my Versamark. So Versamark is just a clear sticky ink that catches your embossing powder. And I'm going to stamp that along the bottom here. Make sure I push it down real well. Pull that up. Bring in my scrap paper. This is Stampendous White Embossing Powder. I don't know where my spoon is at the moment, so we're just going to pour it. Make sure we cover the whole image. You can probably see that because the embossing powder appears to be cream colored on top. Put that away before we end up with a mess. Lid. This is my Milwaukee heat tool. It came from Hero Arts. I do believe they have another version now. It's not called the same thing. So I just heat it up and I can feel it on my wrist. I wait until it gets to be as hot as possible. Oh, see, there's a couple of flyaways here. There we go. Now I start heating it from the top, and I'm just going to slowly go back and forth and come underneath. And back on top, and it should start melting. There you go, the beautiful effect. That is embossing powder. I love this stuff. When you're embossing, as soon as the ink becomes shiny, it is time to move on to another area so you don't burn it. So there we have it. Okay, our image is now embossed on there. You guys can kind of pick that up, I think. There we go. If I catch the light, you can see it. So we're going to start with that. I'll be back in just a minute. I just got to let this cool down and grab some clean water. Okay, so I've decided I wanted to add a thank you sentiment. So this is Avery L's thank you set. It's called Many Thanks, and I'm going to use this thank you here. And I'm going to emboss it in white as well. So let's get my embossing powder ready here. My bag. Okay, so we're going to ink it up with, again, Versamark. And I'm going to stamp it in this blank area here where it fits nice and decent, right around there. Okay. There is a couple pieces inside of the O here that I want to make go away. So I just got an old cheapy paintbrush here. Oh, and now I took it off of the U. There. That's better. Again, clean up our mess before we spill it all over the place, because that does happen quite frequently, especially to me. So emboss this one more time. Okay. Now in our green areas, I'm going to start with adding, what I'm going to do though is I'm going to have this stamp set off to the side just so I can see where my leaves and stuff are for sure, so that I'm not mixing anything up and coloring the wrong thing, the wrong color, and all that kind of stuff. So we're just going to go through and add in some of our green in our various locations here, making sure that it is leaves we are adding it on. That one's a leaf as well, as is this. Okay, we'll start with that. Now I'm just going to spray a little bit of water here. And my brush. And slowly start to blend this out. I do have a piece of paper towel off to the side here just to blot my brush off on. And when I do this kind of stuff, I do like to make it slightly messy, so I'll work on blending this out, and then I'll kind of come outside of our lines and add some of that color and make it not so neat and tidy. Because not everything needs to be neat and tidy. Okay, now I'm going to start with the dark pink and work on some of these flowers. So I'm just going to kind of find the middle and scribble some of it in here and then slowly blend it out. Oh yes, tons of pigment. Way more pigment than I had anticipated, actually. So let's move some of it over here and keep kind of blending this out a little bit. I don't want that color to dry on me. And you can kind of see the flowers starting to appear here. Let me zoom in a little bit. There. I should have done that a little earlier. Okay, so our flowers are starting to take shape. They look absolutely gorgeous. Super happy with them. This one we're going to add a lot less color to. It takes a lot of time, I've noticed, to get used to how much pigment is actually in these little markers. I really didn't anticipate it being... I know from the videos I've watched and stuff, everybody expresses how vibrant they are. But I was like, I can't see them having that much color to them. Well, I was wrong. These things are outrageous in the amount of pigment that's in them. Like, truly fantastic. There is a ton of color in these. Okay, so I'm going to come through again now with the light green color. Why is this not focusing? Come on. There we go. With the light green color. And we're going to do the same thing, and I'm going to go right over top of that teal. I didn't put any of the teal in here, but that's okay. Not everything has to be the same. Start with those ones. And this time we're going to blend them out all the way to the edge. Slowly blending them out. I know, I forget to talk sometimes when I'm recording videos. My bad. So we just got to do this through all of our green areas here. Now I don't have a brown marker. Why, when I bought these in terms of practicing on flowers before I did anything else, I did not grab a green right away? I'm honestly not sure. That was kind of silly of me. But I'll use some distress ink or something else that I have nearby down here, so I don't have to run upstairs. I keep a lot of my coloring mediums upstairs. I record lots of my coloring videos, not the card making parts or any of the card making ones I've done, but the ones where it's just me coloring an image. There's my phone. I record those on my couch because that's where I do a lot of my coloring, and that's where I'm most comfortable doing my coloring. So I have found a way to make that work in terms of being able to film my videos like that. So that's fantastic. Again, we're just kind of pulling out some of this green color in random bits and places and all that good stuff. There we go. Blot it all off. And now a little bit more pink on our flowers, and it should be pretty much done. We will do a little shading around our sentiment up there once we finish the rest. So I think I'm going to go in with just the pink. I don't think I want to use the that sugar plum or that almond sugar pink color. I think I just want this one, so let that kind of bleed around. More water. I just kind of like to let a lot of my watercolors feel really, really loose. When I'm doing, like when I'm rendering character stamps, I tend to be a lot more tight with my watercolors, and not give them the freedom to do as they please. But when I'm doing flowers and things, I kind of like to let, what is a cat? He sounds sick. He's not sick. He's perfectly fine. He's mad because I'm talking and it's not actually at him. So he is trying to respond because apparently he thinks I'm talking to him. So he's going, come feed me, even though I've ate twice today. Because he's bossy like that. But anyway, I like to render my flower images and things of that nature a lot looser than I do my character stamps. So there's that. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's just something on there. Okay, I think we're going to use this pink. Or, yeah. And I'm just going to, am I in screen here? Where am I? Da-da, da-da, da-da. There we go. I'm just going to put some on the mat here. And that is that pink. It's that lighter color, not the dark pink. So, and we're just going to kind of mix some of it up here. And just put a little bit of a wash over top with that. It'll add a little bit of color, but not a lot yet. I just want it to be very watercolory and loose and kind of messy. I may not like this when I finish, but that's alright. Trial and error, right? You can't love everything all the time. Let's get a little darker here now and just kind of drop that in because now everything's nice and wet. Nice and bright. Get it kind of around those letters so that everything kind of pops off a little bit. And put that pink down. Let it kind of dance. Dance around a little bit. And do its thing. Okay. Ooh. Made my light flicker. Sorry about that. So we're going to zoom out here for a minute. And I will be back once this dries. I like to let my watercolors dry naturally. Until everything's dry, they're not finished moving. So I'll be back in a few minutes once this is all dry and we'll finish putting our card together. Okay, so I'm back. We're all nice and dry now. I have an A2 top folding card base here that I have made. I'm going to turn this over and I'm actually going to mount it with foam tape. I buy this stuff on the roll from the Dollarama here in Canada. And no, it's probably not acid free and all that other good stuff, but most people don't hang on to cards for that long anyway that it'll be relevant. So it's what I use. I like it. It's very economical, so. And I'm not going to be cheap with this because there was quite a fair bit of water that I put on this card. So we're going to put lots of foam tape on here. I don't know if I'll be able to fit another full piece in there or not. Ooh, I will. Good. Good, good. Just two. Nice and tight at the bottom. Almost didn't make it. Okay. So I got tons of foam tape. That thing's not sagging. I mean, the whole back's basically covered. Remove all of our release papers. Center this on top of our card here. Just like so. And I was going to add like a couple sequins or something, but I think I'm going to leave it just as it is. So there's our card today. Here is our samples. These are the markers I used. So that's what I have to share with you guys today. I love these. I like how they blend. I love how bright and vivid the colors are. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. They react with the water phenomenally fast. They're really, really nice. I will be ordering the set of 80 because I like them that much. So, yeah, I will talk to you all soon. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.